Hello, welcome back to Holistic Journey. I hope you guys had an amazing day, an amazing night, and have an optimistic mindset to have a great rest of the day. Okay, so I just want to say thank you for joining back. Thank you for watching, and I give you kudos for diving deeper into yourself, for looking for those things, like I said before, that will be an additive to yourself and to your environment and to the things that you're doing in life. So I just want to say, today I just want to speak briefly on self-love. Self-love and the power of self-love is you really look for those things that are outside of you that you actually love, and doing what you love at the end of the day. Doing what you love. And I find it really intriguing and empowering and emphasizing when you really dive deep into those things that you love, because there's no limit, there's no exhaustion, there is no, you don't put like standards around it and say, okay, I don't think I'm gonna like this, because you love it, right? So when you find those things that you really love, you find this energy that is undying. The energy has like this life support. It's like you guys are supporting each other. The thing that you love and you loving it and it loving you back. It's like a double plug. And if you're giving life support to each other, and it can never run out. You know, the source is undying. So that's kind of what I want to dive into, is to looking into those things that you love. For instance, when I really got on my journey, I really embraced the things that I love, more so by being aware, finding out what makes me excited, what gets me like, oh, I don't think I like that. I kind of shy away from it. Or when I tap into it, it gives me this amazing energy of like, oh my God, I don't want to stop. Oh my gosh, I want to know more. Oh my goodness, like, what next? What else is there? How can I emphasize on this? How can I make it greater? And that's part of life, you know. That's part of my meaningful life, is just really digging into those things and diving deeper into those parts that compliment me and I compliment it. So, for instance, when I started my journey, I would say maybe 6 years ago. It's about 6 years ago now. I stopped watching a lot of television. I really started paying more attention to people, their reactions or their responses to life and to situations and to the moment, because I do realize the reaction or the response is going to determine your outcome. So once I started paying attention how people are reacting and responding to those things, it really made sense, more so because the feeling can either be unpleasant or it can be highly pleasant. And once you find out those feelings that come to you based on the things on the outside that are bringing you joy, peace, and happiness, and love and enthusiasm, and all those things that make you want to just go find more, those are the things that really it's kind of like a recipe to finding out who you are, what your journey is going to be about. In a sense, don't misquote me on this, but when you pay attention to those things on the outside of you and you connect yourself to it, it creates a part of you inside of you, whether you know it or not, that will formulate of sense of being, a sense of I want to be a part of or I don't want to be part of, you know. So once you connect to it, you would become it. Kind of like the company you keep, birds of a feather flock together type thing. I didn't really know what that meant until later in life because I was like, no, I don't think I'm like that. But after a while, characteristics you would pick up. The energies you would pick up, whether you want to or not, unless you know how to deal with them, unless you know how to kind of get rid of those things that you know are not a part of you. And that is something that really emphasizes on you as a whole, because I had to realize how am I loving myself from the outside, and I'm forgetting about the inside. So that's what determines the inside of you, because things are really going on in you based on what's going on outside of you. And now you can turn it back in. What's going on in you can determine what goes on outside of you. So at one point I was living on the outside and bringing the outside in. And once I realized that I can actually live on the inside and be okay, it's not a selfish thing. It's just getting myself prepared for you. Because don't you want to see my best foot forward when I step to you? And I would like the same when you step up to me, your best foot is forward, because and the intentions will come out. So doing what you love will also emphasize on those things that really would cultivate the part that says, is this worth me doing it? Do I love this, or am I just doing it? There are moments when you just do things and it's okay, but you have to reflect on it and kind of redirect yourself. It's easier said than done, but practice makes perfect. The more you practice it, the better you get at it, and the more you get out of it. So that's all I want to talk about on that subject, pretty much. But my main part of this is pretty much